Hello and welcome to some Wahoo JV softball this evening. First pitch underway here in a little bit. Leading off for the Antlers, Haley Van Wagoneer. She steps on the left-handed side of the plate. Emma Myers, the Warriors pitcher, starting out. And the first pitch is fouled off, left side. Second pitch is in there on the left-hand side of the plate. 0-2. That one's a little high. Ball one. Meyer delivers. Swing and a miss, strike three. Warriors retire the first batter of the game on a strikeout. Next up for the Antlers is Sophia Ners. She's also left-handed. Emma Meyer, first pitch. Little low, ball one. Meyer steps back in the pitcher's box. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like it was the same location on that pitch, but got her to bite this time. 1-1 is the count. Myers pitch, squares to bunt, missed the bunt. Umpire said she goes around. 1-2. 1-2 count here on Ners. Myers pitch, high, ball two. Two count here. One out in the top of the first. Myers pitch, put into play and line through the left side there. That'll be a single for Ners and keeps the lineup moving here. Next up for the Antlers is Kinsley Coleman. She steps into the batter's box. Myers pitch, she squares to bunt. Steele could not receive the throw from Madison Gregg. She gets into second safely. Ners with the stolen base. Count is 1-0. Coleman fouls it back off to the right side. Almost a great catch there by Mike Christian, but he did not catch that one. Coleman steps back into the box. Meyer with the delivery. Ball high. 2-1 count to Coleman. Swing and a miss from Coleman. Count is 2-2. Still one out here in the top of the first. Meyer looking for his second strikeout on the day. The pitch looked good from up here, but umpire must have thought it was inside or up. Full count to Coleman here. The wind, the pitch, and it's grounded right up the middle. That'll bring around Noel Nurse to score as Coleman ends up on first base with a single. Back-to-back hits here for the Antlers, which will bring up their cleanup hitter, number 18, Lorena Mischler. The Antlers will bring in a pinch runner here as well. Pinch runner will be for Coleman, and the pinch runner is Mackenzie Cook. Mischler gets in the right-hand side of the box. Myers pitch, little high. Addison Gregg tries to back pick the pinch runner at first, but winds up unsuccessful. 1-0 is the count. Myers' second pitch also ends up high. 2-0 is the count. It's a good hitter's count here. Little inside, Myers' third pitch here. Meyer walks her on 4 straight balls. That'll put runners on first and second for the Antlers. With that brings Brooklyn Raggy to the plate. Possibility for the Antlers to do some damage here with 2 runners on and 1 out. Meyer's first pitch is called a strike. Meyer winds. The pitch. Looked good. Must have missed a little outside there. The 1-1 count is hit through the 5-6 hole on the left side. Got through to the outfield, but everybody just advances 1 base there. Good job by the Wahoo defense to get that in. So now the Antlers have bases loaded with 1 out. Looks like Wahoo's infield will come in. Maybe try to cut the runoff at home if they can. Myers' first pitch is low. 1-0. The Antlers hitter is Caitlin Kimmel. She has an opportunity to do some damage here. Myers' second pitch. This is up. 2-0 is the count. The 2-0 is fouled off to the right side. The 2-1 misses high and long. The runner will try to advance to home, but Addison Gregg can pick that up and tag her pretty easily. Oh, now the Warriors throw it away to center field, and the Antlers will score another run. They did get that out the first one at home, but the air on Gregg throwing it to center field allowed the Antlers to score another run. It is now 2-0. Warriors have 2 outs. The count is 3-1. Maybe. There wasn't new batter, was there? Meyer delivers. Popped up. Looks like it's coming right towards us, and it'll be fouled out of play here in the bleachers. Kimmel's got a long at-bat going for her. See if she can end it with a positive note, or if Meyer will work her out. Meyer's pitch was inside. It'll be ball 4, and Kimmel will take her base. First and second for the Antlers now, as Quinn Westerhaus will step in the box. Meyer's first pitch is high. Swing and a miss there from Westerhaus. Makes the count 1-1. Emma Meyer trying to work out of a rough top of the first inning here, but getting out of here with only 2 runs allowed would be pretty good. And Meyer, I think that's only 2 strikes. Yep. Meyer gets a second strike. Her and Addison Gregg thought it was strike 3 and started running off the field, but we've all been there. So 1-2 is the count to Westerhaus here. Let's see if Meyer can actually get a strikeout on this pitch, and she does. Swing and a miss from Westerhaus. Gets the Warriors out of the top of the first inning. See if the Warriors can put some more on the board in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Hackberry Field in Wahoo for the bottom of the first inning of this JV contest. The Warriors will lead off Tenley Watts to start their half of the inning. And she swings at the first pitch and misses. The Antlers pitcher, Samantha Machad. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It's a tough name to pronounce. Machad winds and delivers to Watts. Watts watches the ball go by. 1-1 is Watts' count. She gets set in open stance. And swings and misses on an outside pitch there. 1-2. Watts fouls this one off on the outer half to keep the count at 1-2, and she's swinging at those outside pitches early. I might even go a step further outside here to see if she'll bite. We'll see what Machado and Antlers decide to do. And they do. They go further outside and got Watts to swing and miss to set Tenley Watts down as the first out. Next step in the box for the Warriors is Leah Simon. She steps in on the right-hand side. She swings at the first pitch, looked a little low. Swung and miss. 0-1 is her count. Simon swings and misses at the second pitch. 0-2 now. Machado's pitch is up and outside for ball 1. Machado's pitch is fouled off by Simon down the left-hand side, down the third baseline there. Simon fighting that one off, keeps the count at 1-2. Machado winds and delivers, and Simon pops it up to the second baseman, and she makes the play. That'll be 2 retired for the Warriors now. This will bring up the pitcher, Emma Meyer. Meyer steps in the box. Line, the pitch is low for ball 1. The second pitch is in there for a strike. Count is 1-1 to Meyer. Meyer watches another one go 1-2. That one seemed to be a little on the outside part of the plate there, but umpire calls it a strike. The 1-2. Meyer slaps it to left field, and the left fielder makes a really nice running catch there to end the inning. We'll be back for second inning softball right after this. Welcome back to Hackberry Field here. Start second inning action. No, you're good. You sure? Okay. The first pitch is fouled off to the right side. The Antlers batter is Megan Erdkamp. Meyer starts the inning off with a strike. The 0-1 is low. Good pick there by Addison Gregg to keep that in front of her. Count is 1-1. Meyer steps back into the circle. Winds the pitch. Erdkamp swings and misses at a high pitch there. 1-2 is your count. Meyer looking for another strikeout on the day. Pitches, and she gets one. Swing and miss from Erdkamp. That is Meyer's third strikeout of the day. Meyer's first pitch is a little low for ball one. The new hitter for the Antlers is Chloe Graham. Graham takes the pitch inside for ball two. 2-0 count here. Top of the second, 1 out. The Antlers lead it 2-0. Ball high, making the count 3-0. Graham could be the Antlers' first base runner of the second inning. And she takes a pitch that looked good from up here, but the umpire will call it a ball, and Graham will make her way down to first base with a walk. With the walk, we'll bring up the top of the order for the Antlers with Haley Van Wagoneer. Meyer winds and delivers. First pitch is low for a ball. Emma struggling with some command at the start of the second inning, but see if she can get it back on track. And that one is lined to the shortstop, off the shortstop's glove and into left field. They get it in quickly. That ball was hit off Ellie Snyder's glove and deflected into left field there. A really hard hit ball by Van Wagoneer. So she ends up on first. The Antlers now have runners on first and second. And that'll bring up their 2-hole hitter. First pitch from Meyer is grounded right back to her. She steps and throws to third to get the lead runner out. Really good heads-up play there from Meyer to get the lead runner. Now the Warriors have 2 outs. And Meyer will pitch to Kinsley Coleman. Coleman is the 3-hole hitter. Coleman steps into the box after getting her shoe tied. First pitch is inside for ball one. Meyer's second pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 count now. It's Coleman. Meyer steps back into the pitching circle. Winds and fires. Pop back towards us here in the booth. And that'll be a foul ball. 1-2 is the count. to Coleman. Meyer looking for another punch out today. She's already got 4. Or 3. 3. I apologize. Just 3. She did just get her 4th, though, as she struck out Coleman on the swing and miss. The Antlers strand 2, but are still leading 2-0 after the top of the first. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning here. The Warriors will bring up number 11, Elsie Obert. Obert stands in the right-hand side of the box. Machad's pitches. First pitch is lined. Oh, wow. Nice reaction time there by Machad on the mound. Caught a kind of a softer liner. Back to her, though, but still a nice catch. The Warriors will now bring up Dylan Beasley. Machad's pitch is lined into center field for a hit. That'll be the Warriors' first hit of today. Both Warriors, the first 2 Warrior hitters of this inning have swung at the first pitch. We'll see if Addison Kenning can do the same here in her at-bat. There's now a runner on first for the Warriors. And Kenning steps into the box. Machad's pitch. Kenning squares to bunt, and she gets it down. First pitch, catcher steps up and makes a good play, but Kenning beats it out for an infield single off a bunt. The Warriors now have runners on first and second with only 1 out. Maybe a chance here to score a few more runs and get back at that lead that the Antlers took in the first inning. Ellie Snyder now is the hitter. Machad gets the signs, winds and pitches. Swings at the first pitch is Snyder, and the catcher pops up and makes a really nice play behind the plate here. That'll be the second out in the inning for the Warriors. Runner still on first and second. And that'll bring up Livia Sharp. Machad's first pitch to Sharp is softly grounded right back to her. Machad picks it up and makes a throw over to first base. The Warriors also strand 2 in the second inning. So the score is still 2-0 in the Antlers. We'll be right back for third inning coverage right after this. We're back for third inning coverage here at Hackberry Field. The Elkhorn Antlers are facing off against the Wahoo Warriors. This is a JV contest, and the Antlers are leading 2-0. Myers still the pitcher for the Warriors here in the third inning, as I imagine she will be for the whole game. Myers' first pitch of the third inning is called a strike. The hitter for Elkhorn here is Lorena Mischler. Mischler watched the first strike go by. Myers' second pitch is a little too high to handle for Addison Gregg, and it is a ball. 1-1 is the count. Myers 1-1. Look good, but must end up a little high. A couple of the Wahoo faithfuls also thought that was a good pitch. 2-1 is the count nonetheless. 2-1 is low. He called that a strike. I thought that might have hit the dirt. I'm not sure from my angle. I don't have the best view, but maybe a little bit of a makeup call there. 2-2 is the count now. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled off. Fouled backwards there from Mischler. The 2-2 is right down the middle, swung and missed on for Mischler. Meyer gets her fifth strikeout of the day. After a rough start in the first, Myers looked really good on the mound for the Warriors. See if she can keep it rolling here. Her first pitch is high. Brooklyn Raggy is now in the box for the Antlers and takes another pitch high. Raggy's count is now 2-0. 2-0 is swung on line through that 5-6. Well, that ball was hit hard. Raggy reaches first on a nice base hit there. Be the first base runner for the Antlers this inning. Warriors have one out in the top of the third here. Meyer winds and delivers, and the first pitch is called a strike. Kimmel's second pitch is inside and called the ball. Addison Gregg, again, trying to back pick the runner at first, but Raggy's able to get back in safely. Fouled back over top of us and out of play. The count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 for Meyer is swung on, also fouled back off to the right and out of play into our parking lot here at Hackberry Field. We had a perfect view of that foul ball out our window here, and we saw 4 or 5 kids racing over to it. Wonder if they're giving out some candy for foul balls. My scoreboard keeper, Mark Kaminsky, tells me they are not giving out candy. Otherwise, I would not be commentating. I'd be getting some candy. Myers' 1-2 pitch is in there for strike 3. And I believe that is her 6th strikeout of the game. I'm not for sure on that. I don't have an official scorebook up here, but I think that is her 6th strikeout. Two outs now for the Warriors in the top of the 3rd. Myers' first pitch misses high. Meyer winds and delivers, and that one is swung and missed on from Westerhaus. Westerhaus swings and misses at another one, making the count 1-2 here. Meyer chasing her 7th strikeout of the game. The 1-2 to Westerhaus is in there, swing and miss for strike 3. The Antlers strain another one here in the top of the 3rd, but they still lead it 2-0. See if the Warriors can put up some runs in the bottom of the 3rd right after this break. And we're back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Hackberry Field. Rashad's first pitch of the 3rd inning misses inside. One 0 is the count. The 1-0 is fouled off and out of play down the 3rd base line. The batter for the Warriors is Lainey Sears, getting her first at bat. Sears watches the 1-1 go by. Sears flies this one to center field, but right to the center fielder. Be the first out for the Warriors. After that lineup, will bring us to the top of the Warriors lineup for Tenley Watts as she watches the first pitch go by for a strike. Watts is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. The 0-1 misses high. Mashad winds and pitches. Watts lines this one over the second baseman's head into right field for a base hit. The Warriors have a runner on first base now here with one out in the bottom of the third as Lee Simon steps to the plate. Simon scores to bunt early and pulls back quickly as Watts tries to steal the bag, and she gets thrown out there at second. That throw beat her there by a couple of steps. And Simon took strike one on that pitch. So now the Warriors have no base runners and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. See if Simon can get the Warriors offense going again here with 2 outs. Rashad's pitch. Simon fouls it straight into the ground and hits her again for a foul ball. 0-2 now on Simon. Mashad tries to go way outside with that pitch. See if Simon would bite. 1-2. Simon grounds that one hard through the 5-6 hole for another hit. Simon trying to stretch it into a double as the left fielder bobbled that one out in left field, and she gets there safely. That stolen base now really kills the Warriors, as that base hit could have potentially scored that run. Simon ends up on second, though, with 2 outs here. And Emma Meyer steps up to the plate. Meyer hit a ball to deep left last time she was up, but it was caught. Meyer watches the first pitch go by for a strike. Rashad winds and delivers. Meyer grounds this one to the shortstop. The shortstop fields it cleanly and makes a nice throw over to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. The Warriors strand another 2 base runners, struggling to find that hit to score a couple. And they are still down 2-0 as we enter the 4th inning. back for fourth inning action here at Wahoo's home field. Meyer's been dominant ever since that first inning after she allowed 2 runs. See if she can continue that streak here. Her first pitch of the fourth inning is grounded over to the first baseman. Nice backhanded play there, and steps on the bag for the first out. Meyer steps into the circle after retiring the first hitter. She pitches, fouled off, right back to us here. Chloe Graham jumped on that first pitch early, but couldn't make much out of it. Graham steps back into the box. Meyer winds and pitches and misses high. Be a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch to Graham is swung on and missed. Meyer potentially has a chance to add to her strikeout totals today. And her 1-2 pitch is low. We'll make the count 2-2 here to Graham. Graham fouls that pitch off to stay alive. Meyer winds and pitches, and that one misses outside. That'll make it a full count here to Graham. Graham is working a good at bat. The 8th pitch of the at bat. Meyer strikes Graham out swinging. That is another strikeout for Emma Meyer today. That'll bring up the top of the Antlers order with Haley Van Wagoneer. Meyer's first pitch is low. The Warriors have 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Meyer's second pitch is called a ball. Missed up a little bit. The 2-0 is fouled off, out of play. That'll bring the count to 2-1. Just fouled off. The 2-1 from Meyer is called a ball. Looked really good there. The 3-1 now from Meyer to the Antlers leadoff hitter is called a strike. That one looked about the same spot as the last pitch. Count is full now with 2 outs. Meyer winds and delivers and misses high for ball 4. The Antlers leadoff hitter works a walk in the top of the 4th. After that walk, we'll bring up Sophia Nurs. Nurs had a single in the first inning that really sparked the Antlers offense. We'll see if she can do it again. She swings at the first pitch and fouls it back, which almost hits a moving car here. 0-1 to Nurs. Myers' pitch is slapped into left center field and drops in there for a base hit. Warriors do a good job of getting in quickly, but that is a single for Nurs and will put runners on first and second for the Antlers. After that hit, we'll bring up Kinsley Coleman. Antlers now have runners in scoring position to see if they can tack on a couple more runs to their lead. Myers' first pitch is high. Good job by Addison Gregg just to keep that one in front of her. The 1-0 is called a strike. Coleman watched that one go by. Myers steps back into the circle. The pitch misses high. That one tips off a Gregg's glove to the backstop, and both runners advance on the wild pitch. Runners on second and third now for the Antlers. If Coleman can find a gap somewhere, could be 2 more runs for him, and she slaps it to the second baseman, and it goes under her glove, and that will bring 2 runs in. And Coleman reaches on the air, but ends up with 2 RBIs. Coleman will get another courtesy runner here, as she did in the first inning. The Antlers now lead it 4-0. Myers' first pitch to Mishler, misses high. Her second pitch also misses inside. It's a 2-0 count to Mishler. Myers' 2-0 pitch is called a ball. Missed a little outside there. 3-0 count now to Mishler. I'd be surprised to see Mishler swing at this pitch. Myers 3-0 misses low in the dirt, and that'll walk Mishler. Mishler reaches on the walk, which will move Coleman over to second, and the Antlers have first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. See if they can get out of this jam. Meyer delivers, and first pitch swinging, and that one is caught by the second baseman to end the top of the 4th. Antlers do score 2 on a couple of hits, but they left 2 stranded. See if the Warriors can start chipping back at this lead in the bottom of the 4th. And we're back in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Warriors are running out of opportunities to put some runs on the board here, but they still have a couple more innings. The leadoff hitter for the Warriors will be Elsie Obert. The first pitch to Obert is called a strike. Seems that we have a new pitcher for the Antlers, and we do. Brooklyn Raggy is the new pitcher. Her first pitch was called a strike, and her second pitch misses a little low. 1-1 count now to Obert. Raggy's 1-1 is fouled down the first baseline. The count moves to 1-2. Raggy's 1-2 is slapped back up the middle. Good glove by Raggy. And she makes an easy play over to first base to retire the first out of the inning. Raggy retires her first batter. That one is dribbled back into play, right back to Raggy, and Raggy makes a good play there just to make it close, and she does get her out. After two nice plays from Raggy, Addison Kenning will step in the box for the Warriors. Raggy's first pitch to Kenning is inside for ball 1. Kenning swings at the second pitch, looked a little high, but she chased after it to make the count 1-1. The 1-1 is dribbled back right at Raggy, and she makes all 3 outs in the inning to help the Antlers get out of it, and the Warriors are retired. We are through 4 here, and the Antlers lead 4-0. We'll be right back after this break. We're back for 5th inning action here. The Antlers will be up to bat here, and they will lead off number 19, Caitlin Kimmel. See if the Antlers can add on to their 4-0 lead. in the top of the 5th here. Myers' first pitch of the 5th inning is grounded foul. That one hit Kimmel in the box. 0-1 count now to Kimmel. Myers' pitch, and Kimmel slaps that one deep into right field, and it is over the right fielder's head. Kimmel will round second and end up at third base after that ball was smoked and one hop to the fence. That ball was hit pretty far. The leadoff triple for the Antlers will now bring up Quinn Westerhaus. Leadoff runner at third for the Antlers. With no outs, Westerhaus swings at the first pitch and misses. Westerhaus steps back into the box. Myers' pitch is popped up to the right fielder, and she makes the catch, but Kimmel does tag up on that fly ball and scores. So now bases are cleared after the sacrifice fly hit by Westerhaus, and the Warriors have one out. The Antlers now lead 5-0. This now brings up number 13, Megan Erdkamp, and she swings and misses at Myers' first pitch. 0-1. Meyer winds and delivers, and Erdkamp swings and misses at Myers' second pitch, too. 0-2 now on Erdkamp. Myers winds and delivers, and it is grounded right back to her. She gloves it and steps over and makes a throw to first for the second out of the inning. Two away now in the top of the 5th inning for the Warriors. With the way the Warriors offense has been going, they can't give up too many more runs, if any, if they want a chance in this game. And Myers' first pitch is swung on and missed. Myers steps back into the circle, winds and delivers. And that one is also swung and missed on by Graham. 0-2 count here. For Myers' pitch is bounced into the plate there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and Graham goes down on strikes. That'll retire the side in the top of the 5th inning for the Antlers. They do scratch across one more run to add on to their lead. They are now leading 5-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th after this. We're back in the bottom of the fifth inning here. Raggy remains the pitcher for the Antlers. And she winds and delivers for the first pitch of the bottom of the fifth. And that pitch is fouled off to the first base dugout there. New batter for the Warriors is Addison Kedlick. Kedlick swings the second pitch and fouls it off to the same spot there. Raggy has Kedlick in an 0-2 count here. And Kedlick swings and misses. And Raggy sets down the first hitter for the Warriors here in the bottom of the fifth. Raggy winds and delivers. And it is a called strike there. Another new hitter here in the Warriors lineup is Abby Fligler. Raggy's 0-1 is fouled back. Count is now 0-2. The wind and the pitch is grounded hard to the first baseman, went through the first baseman's legs, but the second baseman makes a nice play running over there and backing her up. Grabs the ball and flips it back to the first baseman for the out. There's now 2 down for the Warriors here in the bottom of the fifth. And in steps Ella Walsh. Raggy's pitch, and Walsh swings and misses. Walsh steps back into the box. And fouls that one back to the backstop. Walsh is now 0-2. Raggy winds and delivers the 0-2 to Walsh and misses inside for ball 1. Raggy seems to be throwing primarily fastballs there, but she's throwing pretty hard. The 1-2 to Walsh is swung on and fouled down the third base line. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and Walsh goes down swinging. And that'll do it for the Warriors half of the inning. They are down 5-0 as we enter the top of the 6th. And never mind, folks. Looks like that is your ball game here. I'm assuming due to time limit. We'll be back with varsity play here shortly as they get warmed up and get ready to play. We'll be back here on Saunders County Live. Welcome back here to Wahoo's Hackberry Fields for the varsity contest of tonight's game between the Wahoo Warriors and the Elkhorn Antlers. Karin Edie will start on the mound for Wahoo tonight as they try to add on to their 7-2 record. Edie's first pitch of the game is a ball missed up. The leadoff hitter for the Antlers is Carly Vilwook. The 1-0 is fouled down the third base line to even the count up at 1-1. Edie steps back in the circle, winds, and delivers. And that pitch missed outside, called ball 2. The 2-1 is called a strike low. 2-2 now on the count to Vilwook. Edie's 2-2 missed low, making the count full here to the Elkhorn's leadoff hitter. And the 3-2 is drilled deep into left field, and that is long gone. Vilwook starts the game off with a long home run hit off Edie. And that'll give the Antlers the lead early here in the top of the first, 1-0. That one was a no-doubter. After the home run, Reese Turman will come up to the plate. Edie's pitch misses up. Second pitch of that bat is blooped into left field, but Wahoo's left fielder is able to run under that. Be Maddie Snyder making a nice play out there in left to retire the first out of the game. One down here in the top of the first. And into the box steps Ava Crawlard. Edie's first pitch to Crawlard misses low. The 1-1 is grounded to the second baseman, Michaela Kenning, and she picks it up and makes a nice play at first there to retire the second out. 2 down here in the top of the first for the Warriors now. And in steps Emerson Karstens. Karstens is Elkhorn's pitcher tonight. See if she can help herself out in her at-bat. Edie's first pitch is hit to the third baseman off Hanson's glove and into Wesley's, but Wesley just decides to eat that one up and not make the throw across the diamond. It'll be an infield hit for Karstens. Elkhorn coach asking for a courtesy runner for Karstens, it seems. And the courtesy runner will be Haley Van Wagener. Karstens will get a little break on the bench before she has to come out and pitch. Two down here in the top of the first. The Antlers have one runner on first. Edie's first pitch is called a strike. The 0-1 is grounded to the shortstop, Wesley. Wesley scoops it up and makes a nice throw over to first base to retire the side. The Antlers score one run off a long shot in the top of the first inning. We'll be back for the Warriors half after this break. We're back for bottom of the first action here at Hackberry Field in Wahoo. It'll be the Warriors' turn to try to put some runs on the board after giving up a leadoff home run in the top of the first. The Warriors will lead off with Adelia Dunlap, followed by Avery Hansen and Maddie Snyder. Dunlap watches the first pitch and is outside, called a ball. Carstens is the Elkhorn pitcher for tonight's contest. Carstens winds and delivers and misses that one more outside than she missed the first. 2-0 is the count to Dunlap. Dunlap steps in on the left side of the box, side of the plate. She watches another outside pitch and takes ball 3. 3-0 is the count to Dunlop. See if Carstens can find the zone here. The 3-0 pitch from her. It misses outside as well, but it is called a strike. That one was a little borderline, but the umpire called that one a strike. 3-1 now to Dunlop as Carstens throws her first strike of the game. The 3-1 is slapped by Dunlop, but it is out of play down the third base line. That'll make the count full here to the leadoff batter for the Warriors. Carson steps in the circle. They'll wind the pitch, and Dunlop swings and misses, but the catcher is a little over her head, but it kind of hit her glove and deflected back to the backstop, and Dunlop reaches on the drop third strike there. So the leadoff runner will be on for the Warriors. Not an ideal start for Carstens and the Elkhorn defense. After the drop third strike, Avery Hansen will come up to the plate. Hansen squares to bunt, and she did go around but did not make contact, so it'll be a called strike on the swing. 0-1 now to Hansen. I would not be surprised if she squares around again here and tries to lay down a bunt to move Dunlop over, and she does, and she pops this one up, but it drops foul just before the first baseman of the Antlers could get to it. That first baseman, Turman, almost made a nice diving play on that, but that ball dropped foul. Hansen now 0-2. We'll see if she keeps trying to bunt here, even though she's got 2 strikes on her. The 0-2 pitch from Karstens is outside, barely. Good pitch location there by Karstens. Count is now 1-2 on Hansen. Dunlop still up first. The wind and the pitch. Hansen pops this one straight up. The catcher goes and makes a nice play on it in foul territory to retire Hansen. And the Antlers get their first out of the inning. The Warriors will now bring up Maddie Snyder. Snyder is one of the few seniors on this year's team. The first pitch is Snyder. Snyder swings and misses. Snyder is one of 2 seniors on this year's team. It's a very young team for the Wahoo Warriors this season. Snyder watches the second pitch go by as it is a high ball. Carson's pitch is outside for ball 2 to Snyder. Snyder steps back into the box with a 2-1 count. Snyder fouls that one off. Straight back to the backstop. Just missed that pitch. It's now 2-2 to Snyder. As Carson steps back in the pitching circle. 2-2 is a nice pitch that just dropped there at the end. But Snyder was able to hold off, and now it is a full count. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Carson's pitch is in there, and Snyder fouled it off down the first base line. Just foul there. She's staying alive. This is a good at-bat here. I believe it is going on its 9th pitch. Carson's 9th pitch of the at-bat is in there and is called strike 3. Snyder thought that one was on the inner half as she watched it go by. But the umpire rings Snyder up, and there's 2 down now for the Warriors in the bottom of the first. With that brings up Olivia Wesley. Carson's first pitch misses up to Wesley. The Warriors still trying to get back at that home run they gave up in the first inning here. They do have a runner on first base, but 2 outs. Second pitch from Carson's looked good, and it is called a strike. One now to Wesley. Carson delivers and pitches inside. Dunlop tries to steal, and she is there easily before the throw. The throw scoots away into center, but Dunlop decides to stay at second. Dunlop will pick up the stolen base as the pitch at the plate was a ball. Runner in scoring position now for the Warriors. I apologize, that last pitch was called a strike, so now it's a 1-2 count on Wesley. The 1-2 misses up. Dunlop getting a pretty big lead out there at second. Making sure she can score on anything hit to the outfield. It's a 2-2 count now on Wesley. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. The pitch misses up. She'll make it a full count. Full count pitch is called strike 3. Back-to-back batters for the Warriors go down on strikes looking in full count ABs. The Warriors left one stranded there in the bottom of the first, and they are down 1-0 early here. We'll be back for second inning action after this break. Welcome back for some second inning action here in Wahoo. Elkhorn leads Wahoo 1-0 going to the top of the second after Edie gave up a leadoff home run. Edie starts the second inning off with a ball low and away. The second pitch from Edie is a ball low. 2-0 now. Edie misses low again, making the count 3-0. See if Edie can come back here from a 3-0 count. Edie winds and delivers, and that one is there. 3-1 now. Good hitters count here for the Antlers. See if they can jump on a fastball. She does swing and dribble her back to Edie. Edie picks it up and throws the first to retire the first batter of the second inning. That batter was Maddie Mitchell. After she grounds out, that'll bring up Samantha Mashad. First pitch to Mashad is hit out to center, but Dunlap is able to make a nice play out there in center and retire the second out of the inning for the Warriors. After Mashad is retired, that'll bring up Olivia Baster. Baster's doing the catching today for the Antlers. Two down here for the Warriors in the top of the second. Edie's first pitch is hit far down out to left, and that is another home run for the Antlers. The Antlers have scored 2 runs in this game off 2 home runs in 2 innings. This one coming off the bat of Olivia Baster. Antlers lead it now 2-0. This will be the bottom of the Antlers order now, and Ella Pearson. Warriors still have 2 outs. See if they can get out of this inning without any more damage. Edie's first pitch to Pearson is fouled off and out of play into the parking lot here at Hackberry. Oh, 1 is the count to Pearson. And that one is also fouled down the third baseline, hit very hard. 0-2 though now, as Edie gets the ball back. Edie pitches, and it is hit hard to the shortstop Wesley, and it just deflects off her glove into left field. So the Antlers will now bring up the top of their order in Carly Vilvok. Vilvok steps into the box with a runner on first. Vilvok smashes that ball to left center field. That'll find a gap. Hits one, hops the fence. The Warriors get that one in pretty quick, but overthrew the cutoff, and that'll help Pearson score. Come around all the way first to home on Vilvok's double. Vilvok is now 2 for 2 with a home run and a double in this game, and she has 2 of Elkhorn's 3 RBIs. Warriors now trail 3-0 in the top of the second. In steps Reese Turman. Edie's first pitch to Turman misses low. Almost skipped away from Briar Hancock, but she did a nice job of keeping that one in front of her. Edie winds and delivers and misses low. Briar knocks that one down and picks it up, throws it back to her. 2-0 is the count. Edie's 2-0 is hit down the right field line. I think they'll end up fouling. It does. Stayed in play, but was a foul ball. 2-1 now is the count on Turman. Edie's pitch is in there and called a strike. 2-2 now. Edie's hoping to leave this top of the second inning without any more damage done. The 2-2 misses up. That'll make the count full here with 2 outs. The full count pitch is delivered in low. It would be ball 4. And Turman takes a walk to first base. This will bring up the third hitter in the Elkhorn lineup, and Ava Crawlard. First and second on for the Antlers, 2 down. The Warriors need to get out of this inning and hopefully go put up some runs. Edie's first pitch to Crawlard is called a strike on the outside corner. Crawlard steps back into the box and fouls that one straight back to the backstop. Oh, 2 counts Crawlard. Edie winds and delivers. This one is hit far down the right field line, but it'll go out of play and foul. I'll keep the count at 0-2. Crawler just fighting off anything she can. This one misses high and off the back of the backstop. Hancock was able to retrieve it quickly, but not before both runners advanced to base. So now the Antlers have second and third with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position here. One-two is slapped right to Wesley at shortstop, and she made a nice grab on that. The Antlers strain 2, but not before scoring 2. We are through the top of the second inning. We'll see if the Warriors can put up some runs right after this break. And we're back for bottom of the second inning play here, as Addie Gregg steps in the box for the Warriors and fouls her first pitch off. Little dribbler to the first base dugout. Addie Gregg is one of 2 freshmen in this Warriors lineup, I believe. She swings and misses at the second pitch, thrown by Karstens. Karstens' pitch misses outside. One-two count to Addie Gregg here. And that pitch misses low in the dirt. Karstens winds and delivers a 2-2. Addie Gregg hits it off her shin there. That one looks pretty painful. She gets up and walks it off pretty quickly, though. Count remains at 2-2 after that foul ball. Gregg pops this one up short to the second baseman, and she makes the catch to retire Gregg. After Gregg is retired, that'll bring up the pitcher for the Warriors tonight, Karin Eady. First pitch to Eady. Eady swings, drives it deep into right field. Right fielder sits under it, and she's able to make the grab. Pretty deep out there, though. But she's able to run that one down to retire. Eady for the second out in the bottom of the second inning. Briar Hancock will step up to the plate now. Carson's first pitch skips to the catcher for ball 1. Second pitch does about the same thing for the second ball of this at-bat. 2-0 is the count. Two out. Breyer swings at and fouls it back. Out of play. Breyer asks for time as she steps in the box. The pitch from Carsons is low. That'll make the count 3-1 here. Any base runners will help the Warriors now, so they'll take a walk or a base hit here if they can. Breyer slaps that one hard, but right at the shortstop. That's unfortunate. Breyer hit that ball very hard. The Warriors go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the second inning to end the inning. We'll be right back with third inning play after this. And we're back for third inning play here as the Elkhorn Antlers take on the Wahoo Warriors in this softball contest here at Wahoo. Score is 3-1. The Antlers lead the Warriors, and this ball is hit deep to right field, but right to the right fielder out there, Addison Kenning, for the first out of the inning. After the first one is retired, Edie delivers a ball to Presley Yeager. Yeager is the fifth hitter in this Antlers lineup. And she swings and crushes this ball through the 5-6 hole over there on the left side for a base hit. And she'll be the Antlers' first base runner in this inning. After the single from Yeager brings up Maddie Mitchell. Edie winds and delivers the pitch, and Mitchell swings and misses at that one. So Edie will start ahead in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 is grounded to Hanson at third. Hanson fires it over to second to Michaela Kenning, and they try to roll a double play, but they are late at first base. But they do get the lead runner there for the second out of the inning. So now 2 outs for the Warriors here in the top of the third with a runner on first for the Antlers. Samantha Machado will step into the box after that attempted double play by the Warriors. His first pitch to Machado is lined through the right side of the infield into the outfield for a hit. Kenning comes up and fires that ball to third, but is not in time as Yeager ends up at third and Machado ends up at first after her single. The Antlers now have runners on the corners with 2 down. Opportunity for the Antlers to do more damage here. And Olivia Baster, who hit the second home run of the night tonight, steps into the box. She takes the first pitch as it's ball. And Hancock behind the plate fires it right back to Edie. Edie's 1-0 is called for a strike. Baster now has a 1-1 count. Runners on the corners. This pitch from Edie is low. Hancock does a good job at keeping the ball at her feet, but the runner on first is able to advance to second base on that. Runners now at second and third for the Antlers. 2 runners in scoring position. We'll see if Baster can add on to their lead. 2-1 pitch from Edie is a ball. Looks good from up here, but the umpire calls that a ball, and now it is 3-1. A 3-1 from Edie is a ball low, and that'll walk the bases loaded. Bases loaded. 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. And up steps Ella Pearson, who had a single in the 1st inning. Elkhorn will courtesy run for their catcher, Olivia Baster. And the courtesy runner is Sophia Nerds. Bases loaded for Pearson here. Edie's first pitch misses wide, 1-0 count. The Warriors cannot afford to give up more runs here if they want to stay in this game. Edie winds and pitches, and this one is popped up to the center field. Dunlop calls off the other outfielders, and she is able to reel it in for the catch. The Warriors get out of a stressful inning there, giving up 0, but they are still down 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. We'll be right back after this break. We're back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Due up for the Warriors this inning is Michaela Kenning, Blake Hitz, and Addie Kenning. Michaela watches the first pitch go by as Carson fires in a strike. The 0-1 to Michaela as she swings and misses at the second pitch. She's now down 0-2. Carsons throws the 0-2, and that one almost hit her, but misses inside for the first ball of the at-bat. One-two to Michaela Kenning is called, strike 3. And Carsons retires the first out of the bottom of the third inning for the Warriors on a strikeout looking. Up now is Blake Hitz. First pitch is called, a strike on Blake Hitz. The 0-1 to Hitz is a ball high. Hitz swings and misses at that pitch. That'll be a second strike on her. Carson's pitch is inside. Could have hit her, but she moved out of the way of that one. Count will now be 2-2. Two-two pitch also misses inside. Now it'll be a full count on Hitz. A base runner would really help the Warriors here, as that could almost guarantee the start of their top of their order will get back up to bat. Hitz takes ball 4 inside, and she'll walk down to first base there. And that will bring up the top of their order in Adelia Dunlap. See if the Warriors can get some offense going here in the bottom of the third to try to scrap away at Elkhorn's lead. First pitch from Carsons. Adelia slaps into down the left field line for a base hit. Antlers will get the ball back in quickly and hold Hitz up at second. But nonetheless, the Warriors got runners on first and second here with only one out. That'll bring up sophomore Avery Hansen. First time runners have been in scoring position for the Warriors all night. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. Pitch from Carsons. Avery slaps and just a weak little pop out to the pitcher there. Now there's now 2 outs in the inning. Still runners on first and second. Which will bring up Maddie Snyder. Carson's first pitch to Snyder. Snyder swings and fouls that ball back and out of play. Oh, 1 count now to Snyder. Runners in scoring position, first and second. Snyder swings and misses at a nice pitch by Carsons that just dropped off the table at the last second. 0-2 count Snyder. The pitch from Carsons misses up and away. Gets away from the catcher even, and both Warriors runners will advance a base. The Warriors now have runners on second and third. If Snyder could put a ball in the outfield here for a hit, this could be huge for the Warriors. They can make it a 2-3 ball game. Snyder's count is 1-2. Carson's gets the pitch call. Steps into the pitcher's circle, winds and pitches and misses outside. 2-2. Now with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. See if Snyder can come up big for the Warriors. Carson's almost did a quick pitch there and struck her out looking on a pitch that looked pretty good. And the Warriors strand 2 runners in scoring position. After 3, the Antlers are winning 3-0. We'll be right back for the 4th inning after this. We're back for the top of the 4th inning here. Elkhorn will look to add on to their lead already, just 3-0 over the Warriors, and off to a hot start, but that ball is called foul. That ball was almost killed down the line, would have ended up for a double. Instead, it's just a long strike for Edie. Edie's second pitch missed inside. The 1-1 now is called a ball. Two one misses low to make the count 3-1. This is the Antlers' top of their order. That one is called a strike after Vilvok almost took a walk by herself, but she gets called back to the box. The count is now full to the Antlers' leadoff hitter. He delivers the pitch to Vilvok and missed outside. That one will be ball 4, and Vilvok will take her base. Reese Turman now will step into the box for the Antlers. Could potentially see a bunt here after their leadoff hitter got on. She doesn't square the bunt. Instead, Vilvok just takes the base herself. That ball kind of got away from Hancock before she could step up and make the throw. So now the Antlers have a runner on second with 0 outs. And Reese Turman up. The pitch from Edie. Turman will ground that ball to Wesley at short, but it gets under her glove as she attempts a backhand. Runners advance to third, and Turman is on with a single through the infield. Runners at the corners now for the Antlers. 0 outs in the inning. That'll bring up the third hitter in the Antlers order, which is Ava Crawlard. Crawlard steps into the box and he delivers a pitch, which missed up and out. And on the pitch, Reese Turman took second base. So now the Antlers have runners at second and third with 0 outs. This pitch is grounded over to Wesley. Wesley scoops it up and makes a throw over to first for the first out of the inning. But in doing so, the Antlers do scrape a run across as Vilvolt crosses home plate. Turman scoots over to third. One runner on third now for the Antlers with 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Edie's pitch hits Elkhorn's cleanup hitter, which is Emerson Karstens, and is Elkhorn's pitcher. So she'll walk down to first base. Runner on the corners now for the Antlers, as looks like Coach Greg called timeout and is going to go talk with her pitcher. And she's going to call somebody in from the outfield. Might be a pitching change here. Or that is Coach Christian. I apologize. And it will be a pitching change. Looks like Maddie Snyder will come in to pitch for the Warriors. And as she warms up, we will step away for a second. We're back after Snyder takes her warm-up pitches here. The top of the 4th inning, the Antlers have runners on the corners with 1 out. Snyder's first pitch after subbing in is called a strike. The Antlers runner on first there takes second with the opportunity and does it successfully. Second and third now for the Antlers. Snyder winds and delivers, and this ball is hit hard right at Hansen, though. Hansen scoops up and is able to make a nice play to first. Got the runner out at first, but another run will come across. Reese Turman will cross the plate there for the Antlers, making this game 5-0 in their favor. Snyder's first pitch is swung and missed on for a strike. Second pitch misses up. Hancock stands up to keep that ball in front of her. That ball is called a ball as it skips across the plate in the dirt. The 2-1 pitch with 2 outs here at the top of the 4th is swung on and fouled back into the parking lot. Mitchell was able to foul that one back. She just missed that pitch. Now it's a 2-2 count, 2 outs. And that one hit Maddie Mitchell, or the umpire's going to call her back here. They're having a discussion, and it seems like the umpire just asked her if it hit her. And obviously Maddie Mitchell will say, yes, that hit me, and she just walks down to first. Huh. Well, Coach Christian comes out and asks a question to the umpire, and now it looks like they're going to come and talk about it. Looks like the call will stand, and the Antlers have runners on the corners now with 2 outs after the hit by pitch. That ball is hit in the right center gap, and Dunlap is able to run that one down for the 3rd out of the inning. Elkhorn scores 2 in the top of the 4th and now leads the game 5-0. We'll be back for some bottom of the 5th inning action after this. And we're back for bottom of the 4th inning action here at Hackberry Field in Wahoo. Due up for the Warriors this inning is Olivia Wesley, Addie Gregg, and Karin Eady. See if the Warriors offense can get moving here and score some runs to keep up with the Antlers. Olivia Wesley off to lined straight back to the second baseman. Those line drives are just not falling for the Warriors today. They have had 2 or 3 balls hit very hard, but just right to people it seems, and Elkhorn's hits are falling wherever Warrior players are not. 1 down now in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Addie Gregg. Gregg swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back. Addie Gregg. 0-1 pitch is called a strike. Looked low and in, but must have got a little bit of that zone. 0-2 now on Gregg. The pitch is outside. That one looked close, but Greg laid off. The umpire called that one a ball. 1-2 now. Greg pops that one up, and that will go out of play again. Greg staying alive, fouling those pitches off, finding one she likes. We'll see if this next pitch is the one. Carsons gets the pitching call, steps into the pitching circle. Winds and delivers. That one missed up. Looked like she was trying to throw an off speed, but didn't locate it correctly. 2-2 now to Greg. And Greg swings and misses at a pitch low, and she strikes out for the Warriors' second out of the inning. 2 down now, and up steps Carnegie. Carson delivers the pitch, and then she misses up on her first pitch. Carson's second pitch misses low. Oh, now he did call that one a strike, so that count is now 1-1. The 1-1 to Edie. Edie squares around a bunt, but pulls back quickly as she realized that pitch missed high. 2-1 now. Edie swings and misses at a pitch, low and inside. She's now got 2 strikes on her. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the inning here. See if Edie can get on and maybe start a little rally for this Wahoo offense. She swings and misses at a pitch up and goes down swinging. Carsons retires the Warriors side again, and then the Antlers lead 5-0 after 5. Or after 4, I apologize. The score is 5-0. We'll be back for some 5th inning action after this. Welcome back for 5th inning action here, as Maddie Snyder remains the Warrior pitcher, and she starts the inning off with a called ball. That pitch looked very good from up here, but the umpire calls that one a ball. Olivia Baster is the batter for the Antlers. She was the one that hit a home run earlier in this game to score the Antlers' second run of the game back in the second inning. Snyder's second pitch is called a ball, low and inside. Baster now has a 2-0 count. Snyder's pitch is grounded but called foul as Avery Hansen picks that one up at third in foul territory. Baster steps back into the box after the foul ball. 2-1 count on her. Snyder gets her Baster to swing and miss, and now the count is even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Snyder is called a ball. The Wahoo faithful aren't too happy with that pitch call, but I have to agree with him. That one did look there, but the count is full now to Baster. Snyder winds and throws the pitch, and this one is popped up from Baster, shallow right field, and Addie Kenning runs in to make the play to retire Baster for the first out in the top of the fifth. After Baster's retired, they'll bring up Pearson at the bottom of the Antlers order. Snyder's first pitch